Today, we're going to look from Hasbro in the GI Joe Classified series, Stormshadow. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to look at Stormshadow from Hasbro's GI Joe Classified series, and he is number 131 in the line. And I did open up the original Stormshadow from the GI Joe Classified series, and it was really good. I did enjoy it. Now I'm thinking this one might be even better because this is a newer figure, released in 2024, so I'm hoping that it has top-notch articulation and all the other aspects that go into a good figure. So let's take a look at the packaging. So you see up here, GI Joe Stormshadow, the big window box right here. You have GI Joe Classified series, your warning for choking hazards, 4 years of age and over. Hasbro logo right there. On the top, we see 131 in the series, a GI Joe star. This side, you get his specialties down here, 131 up there. You get your QR code, GI Joe Classified series there. On this side, the picture of Stormshadow, which I do like these pictures better than the older ones. For our characters, GI Joe Classified series in 131. And here on the back, check it out, picture of our action figure, then a couple details on our figure that we have, and then this bottom third is warnings, copyrights, labels, and on the bottom you have your barcode and more warnings and copyrights. So that's about it on packaging, pretty cut and dry. I do like this packaging, but I don't like the fact that it's different than all the rest. So you got to take it with a grain of salt, I guess. I would love to have uniform packaging, but unfortunately Hasbro, for whatever reason, did not go that route. But it is what it is at this point. There's nothing we can do about it. So let's take him out of the bottom. Now, I do not remember this version of Stormshadow. I do not. I just remember the white Stormshadow that we had when we was kids. I never had this version. I don't even know if they made this. Leave a comment if you know if this was a released action figure from when we was younger. It would probably be in the 80s or 90s, I imagine. Could be went into the 2000s. All right, let's pull him out. And, oh, look, everything stayed in. There is our backdrop, and here is our warnings. So now we got to reach into here and get our plastic coffin out, and there it is. Now we have nothing in there. And here he is in his plastic coffin. Look at that. Now there is a pillow here. I think it looks like it holds up his sheath right here, so that doesn't come unstowed on you. So that's very nice that they gave you that. Keep that from falling down. So we'll slide that to the side, make sure not to lose it so we can repackage it. We will take a look at all the accessories, and there is a ton on this figure. A ton of accessories. So we will start with his hands. His extra hands here. Now there is tape over top of these, which I don't like that very much, but it does ensure that your accessories do not come unstowed. All right, I think I got all the tape off of there, so yeah, let's take a look at these hands. And they are a right and left fist. Right and left fist for Stormshadow. Definitely have to have that when you have a Stormshadow. And then we get a left and right karate or martial arts hands. Break boards or break necks, whatever he wants to do. So there's the hands. Now we get these, and these look like something I've seen before, which are the claws. I believe I saw these on Raptor, which we opened up on the channel not very long ago. And I did not like these for Raptor. They didn't fit in his hand very well. So I'm hoping these claws will fit in Stormshadow's hands better. But yeah, not a big fan of those on Raptor. See how they fit on Stormshadow. I'm not going to give up on them yet. And then we get a big, hefty bow. And this is pretty nice. Now, it does pull back a little bit, but not much. It would be really nice to have a bow that can actually pull back. And you could put it, pull it off the handle here. Yeah, it would be cool to have that to be able to pull back and give it that effect. And then we get a backpack. This is something we always got with our GI Joes, was a backpack. And now fewer and fewer of them are coming with backpacks. And then we get 2 swords. Really long swords. Not sure what these are called. What are they called? Just long swords or samurai swords, but they have red handles and kind of a beige or silver blade. So that is it on that, the accessories. I mean, there is a ton of them there, and they look really good. All right, let's see. I don't think he is tied in anywhere, so we'll go ahead and grab Stormshadow by his foot. Pull up, be careful. And Stormshadow has been resurrected. There he is. Looks good. Empty coffin right there. Once over here real quick. Looks very nice. Very nice. It feels like the old one. This could possibly be a total repaint. I'm hoping it is not. I'm hoping it has newer articulation. But let's go through that articulation right now. Looks down not very well and doesn't look up, but it could be this hood holding it back. So it does have wobbles. Head will go all the way around, left, right, up, down. Shoulders go all the way around, and they have that double butterfly. And look how far he can get back. Wow, he is really stretching that. Man, way back here. Upper arm cut goes all the way around, double jointed. Oh, one of those joints is tight. Double jointed pinless elbows. But man, on this left arm anyways. Oh, there it goes. We got it broke free. Man, that is way back here. He can bend those elbows way, way back here. Man, look at that stretch there. Wow. That is super good articulation. We do have wrists go all the way around, and he can level a gun somewhat. Not a lot, but there is a little movement there. And then we have the ab crunch way back here. Look at that. He could probably look down a gun with that. Good ab crunch there. Very good. He's got the hula hoop waist that will go all the way around. Does that go all the way around? Oh, boy. Going all the way around makes you nervous. Then we get, let's see, splits. Very good splits out of him. And very good straddles. Look at that, man. A lot of hip movement here. That is just great. Upper thigh cut indeed. Double jointed, tight, pinless knees. His right knee, the lower joint will not break. It is tight. I have to heat that one up. Let's see, there is an upper boot cut and there is an ankle rocker, rocks back and forth, and it will, his toes will point down like that. Very nice. And that's it on articulation. So very good. Feels good. There's a couple, like I mentioned, tight joints, which I'm sure will break if we sit here and work them over or heat him up. But let's take a look at him. Like I mentioned, the hood. I cannot get this hood off. Oh, head just popped off. So can we get the head off, hood off now? I really don't think I could. I mean, that is tight in there. Very, very tight. I'm afraid to break this hood, so we're just going to put it back on. Be nice to get it off, but that's okay. He has a rope over his shoulder, black rope, and then he's got this kind of, it's not a sash, but it's some kind of protector on his chest right here. Maybe for sword play, so he don't get stabbed in the heart. He has this belt system here. Not sure what those pouches are. He's got this sash. Is it a sash right here? Kind of a lot of throwing knives, some more rope. And on this side, he has the dual sheath for both his samurai swords. Very nice. Nothing here is sculpted on. I mean, it is free hanging, and it stays on there really well. Nothing's moving down this little belt system here. Very nice. Now this pattern he has on his body, not sure about this pattern. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but is it to go up against like a rock face or a cliff face, climbing up that? He does have this rope, so I'm thinking maybe that's what it's for. Maybe him and Alpine are going to go have a climbing competition or something. But yeah, it is weird looking to look at, but unless you see what it is, what he's climbing, maybe it'd make more sense. He's got the boots are very nice, and these are soft-soled shoes, it looks like, because you can see the camel toe, if you will, in his soft-soled shoes. But man, looks good. He does have the tattoo right here. I think it's an ancestral tattoo. But yeah, really good. I like it. It feels really good in hand. Everything feels really good. Nothing bad about it, other than the stiff knees. But like I said, it will loosen up, especially with some heat on it. But everything else is nice. Oh boy. All right, let's see if we can get all his weapons on. Of course, his samurai swords are going to go in this double sheath right here on his hip. So there's those. Then we've got the claws. Now these claws, let's see. Like I mentioned, I was not crazy for them. With Raptor, I probably will never put them on Raptor. But they do fit a ton better on him. A ton better. I kind of wish they wouldn't have put him with Raptor. But on him, man, these fit good. I guess this is a climbing tool, I would guess. If you're climbing a mountainside, hook that into your ice and pull up, or is it a fighting thing? But man, those fit a lot better than they did on Raptor. Way better. Makes way more sense. So that is pretty cool. And then we get his backpack. Let's see, that plugs in pretty good. It is on there very nicely. And then we get his bow. Not finding a good way to hang this bow off of the backpack, so I'm thinking maybe he's just going to have to carry it or set it down in the snow. But yeah, look at that. Looks good. Let's go ahead. We'll take the claws off now. Now, he has trigger fingers on both hands, but does not, I repeat, does not have a gun. So if you want him shooting a gun, you're going to have to borrow somebody's gun. All right, let's see if we can get the bow in his hand. Now, there is also no extra arrows with him to hold, like I believe our first Stormshadow had a loose bow that he could use. So here he goes. He's got his bow. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. So he can hold his bow now. You can hold it either way, up that way or sideways. But that's enough with the bow. Let's see how these hands come off. We'll put his chopping hands on. Yeah, that looks good. Very nice, very nice. Hands come on and off well. So we will try now the fists. Now these fists look awful small in my hand. Let's see what they look like when you get them on there. Okay, don't look bad. They just look really small. I think I'm comparing them to our wrestling figures. Now we can try our samurai swords. Now it looks like these could be double-handled or single. I'm going to go single because I'm going to hold both of them right here. There you go. That's crazy looking. Looks good. Exciting, exciting. I do have a stand right here. This is from GI Joe Classified Retro stand. Fits on there real nice. Slide everything over. And let's take a look at our old Stormshadow, which is right here. Now, this is, I think, the first GI Joe Classified figure I ever purchased. And I believe I opened him up on the channel, but didn't really. I think it might be on the channel. It might not be. But yeah, this has been out of package. So this is not an opening right here. I even kept the warnings there. Here he is. Let's see. Let's pull him out. Man, this one is good. Very good. Oh, boy. It's going to be hard. I do like this one's bow better. That bow looks a lot better. No backpack with this one, though. The swords are different sizes. And there is that loose arrow right there. So no backpack, but man, I'm not sure. Let's see about reuse. They both have the same shoes. Pants, I believe, is different, of course. Yeah. So it is a different body sculpt. The torso, it looks like the ab crunch is the same. Oh, it's hard to know which one I like better. It's hard to decide. I think there's a place for both of them. But my heart leans to the original looking Stormshadow. Now let's get out his Nemesis right here. Also, I've opened up on the channel. This is Quick Kick. So here is Quick Kick, and he had a lot of accessories with him as well. And he's got his karate hands, and they look like the same exact mold. The hands are reused. Oh, and he feels good in hand too. So here we go. Quick Kick with his mortal enemy. Very nice. Very nice. I do like this. Not sure if I prefer it. I don't think I prefer it over the first version of Stormshadow, but it is fun. It is exciting. It's okay to have it in the line. I don't think they messed up or anything with that. But that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Love you all. A lot of figures to open up. 2025 is going to be getting started here really soon. I think today is the 30th or the 29th. But, yeah, I hope everybody has a safe and happy new year out there. But thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you did. But until next time, for Stormshadow, GI Joe Classified series, oh yeah.